Sorry, yeah, cut short. Meant to say that the razor beams was too similar to the broken bridge, and in that case, couldn't really enjoy it. Like, the razor beams are good, but or not, I don't know. The razor beams are good, and then you got this, I don't know. I don't really like them, so I could definitely do without, but we have them, so it's fine. I don't think any of the 7th position obstacles were ever, 7th position obstacles were really ever good, so, 8th obstacle, twist and fly. I guess you could, I don't know, fly, squirrel, this obstacle, I both like. They do the same job. I think flying this probably might be harder because it turns. It's does the same motion except it turns, which that turning plays a big effect. So yeah, time limit I like better than last year. Instead of 2:35, 2:25, which is good. Which actually has a threat of people timing out. Yeah, last year, a few people timed out, but that's really because they had no urgency. As long as you have urgency, you would have made it past last. And you can, if you can complete all the obstacles last season and had at least a few percent of urgency, you can do it. But here, you definitely need a lot. You actually have a danger of timing out, and people did time out. But as far as the competitors, the Double Dipper had a lot of shocking falls. The most shocker, I want to say shocker, but the editing led it to believe this, and that would be Joe Moravsky. For me, and why I say the editing led it, because there was 3 runners left: Joe, Daniel, and Matisse. Right? They were put as the big ninjas, the big all stars of this Las Vegas episode, and I was I feel like not all 3 of them finishing. I looked at the time, and it's the time didn't really align for 3, and I get just to go. And then when Joe was up, when Joe was up, I was kind of I kind of felt God, I feel a bad decision because I kind of felt this course was hard. I feel I don't feel all 3 of them would finish. And then when Joe was up, I didn't really know it, but I kind of suspected. I kind of hate where this might be going. And sure enough, he fell in a Double Dipper. That was a huge shock for me. Because it came out of nowhere. Because I was maybe but I felt out of any obstacle you would have fell on, it would be the Double Dipper, because out of the Double Dipper's track record of how many ninjas fell on it, it kind of led you to suspect. Sure enough, he went down there, and what can you say? I guess it's a really hard obstacle because he fell. So can't do anything about that, can you? And that's definitely sad, and he was crying. It's his first time he fell on stage 1, so I get it's really emotional because I feel at that point he's the official. Well, Chris Wilczewski. God, it's hard. Is Chris Wilczewski the only one to never fall on stage 2? But that's at the same time. He hasn't been every season even competed. So, Joe Moravsky is the only one who's always made it to stage. Technically, Brian Arnold had, the track record of the longest stage 1 clears. But, Joe was the last, after Brian fell, I don't know. The editing, the way they edited, Joe was the last person to have never fallen on stage 1. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. But yeah, it's definitely emotional. I get why he cried, and I get why he held back tears too. So either way you look at it, you feel bad for him. But then, of course, flip fell in Double Dipper. I think that was probably one of the most shocking fails on the Double Dipper because that was the first big fall on the Double Dipper for the most part. I don't think anybody else fell in Double Dipper and was like, oh, shock until him. But then, yeah, until him really. And then you got Travis was a big shock because he went foot force and he broke his leg, and that was horrible because it's horrible breaking your leg. You can't say, yeah, that was cool. No, it's not cool. He broke his leg. I don't think anything's cool about it. So, yeah, he broke his leg. There's nothing cool about it. So, what do you know? Travis broke his leg. Feel horrible. Again, Double Dipper takes out another casualty. That's a common. And then you got Brian Arnold this season is aching me a lot because he's had such bad treatment. If I was Brian, he got 2 commercial runs. It sucks if you get, I get, oh, you should be happy you got in the commercial run, but it's not, because after that initial, if you don't watch it live and you don't tape it, you're going to be basically cut from every episode you're the commercial run in. So if you're in a commercial, that's pretty much sucks for you. Yeah, the night, if you're watching it live, totally, that's cool, but not everybody's watching it live. So yeah, that's why it sucks, is because if you watch it on demand, the commercial runs aren't there. So again, think about his finals, his Vegas finals and his city finals runs both get cut. Is definitely sucks for him. Because I don't know. It's Brian Arnold. The problem is, it's he made history. And now you're just gonna I feel like he's just overshadowed. I think Brian still should get credit. Only 2 ninjas have done it after them, and neither of them made it to Vegas. Isaac competed, and so I don't exactly get why he's so overshadowed by these new runs. Obviously they're better than him, which is not even true. I think Brian Arnold still is one of the greatest ninjas, but he doesn't really get credit for it no more. After going blank season 10 with not a single run shown, has only ever really been mentioned. Really, it's not pleasant. Is kind of, and the way they treat the Vegas commercial runs isn't really good either. I can rant on everything about the commercial runs, but I'm not. I chose not. And then of course Jamie Ron. Jamie Ron didn't come out of shock because they put his run on YouTube and I watched it, and that's one of the unfortunate things. Is not only did you spoil Jamie Ron's run, you spoiled Jesse LeBrec's run, and that's something where it's you're going in territory I don't want to follow you in. Why would you put number one, the most craziest run, which is probably Jamie Ron's run of the night, and one of the most anticipated of Jesse LeBrec's on YouTube? Jesse LeBrec's wasn't the full run, but either way, I don't appreciate that. And it's one of those things where, okay, it might not have been seen her finish, but it showed her get to the final obstacle. So it's going into that, so it's not much of a surprise. And then of course for Jamie Ron, we knew his whole run. Those comes, I could literally, let's say I'm watching with a bunch of people who didn't see on YouTube, I could literally say, we lose the shoe and be right. So out of all the runs to show on YouTube, it's Jamie Ron's run. And that's exactly where YouTube ANW is really weird, is you show runs on YouTube for ninjas who are going to be shown in the actual episode. Every show ninja who got cut, like show Brian Arnold's YouTube run instead of a commercial run. That's what I don't understand. But as far as the run itself, I mean, that was pretty shocking. He loses his shoe, and I mean, he was able to finish, yet a lot of things have to do with the lower body, which is pretty epic that even though a lot of the course had to do with lower body, he was still able to. And it wasn't like, oh, he lost his shoe in the middle of the run. No, he lost it on the second obstacle, and that's how crazy it is. And how, remarkable it is. So yeah, and then as far as Jessie Albrecht, obviously it came as a shock she fell on the twist and fly. Like, no shit. It's a shock. That's as far as you can say. It's like, she fell on this obstacle. That's a pretty big shock. Because, like, she just finished. And what's crazy is Jessie Graff just made almost the same mistake last season. So it's like, Jessie Graff, Jessie Brooke. And okay, obviously next week I'll talk about why Jessie Graff didn't compete. But that's when I talk about Las Vegas Finals Night 2. And of course, Alyssa Beard falling on first obstacle again. It's crazy, It's really crazy. Not only that, Michelle Workey fell on the first obstacle. It's pretty crazy. It's a first obstacle. I'm sorry. Guess who else fell on the first obstacle? Janique Levette fell on the first obstacle, because you might be wondering why the hell is she even there? Because Tiana Weberly is injured. And then you get James Brown falls on the jumping spider again. Matisse Awadi finishes the course with the fastest time. That didn't really come as a surprise, because he was final run, and that goes to show how it worked. How How ANW works is like, hey, you know what? Matisse, you finished fastest. We're gonna show you last. So when Daniel Gill ran second to last, I was like, either he's gonna fall or he's gonna finish with the second fastest time. Sure enough, I was exactly right. Finished second fastest time, and Matisse finishes fastest. Just like I predicted, because of ANW's predictable editing. And that's something I'm going to talk about in next week's episode. So stay tuned for my review of Las Vegas Night 2.